It helps to be observant. When you are, it helps you pick up on things most other people miss. In my case, it was a customer of mine, young guy, probably late teens, early 20s, but a decent dude. Seen him before, and looked like he was going through something. So, without wanting to overreach or overstep my boundaries, I figured I'd ask him what was going on. Maybe I could be of some assistance to him. After all, I've got a couple of younger brothers around his age, a little older, and I'm sure whatever he's going through wouldn't have been a conversation myself and them wouldn't have had at least once or twice. So I asked him what was going on. At first, he didn't want to tell me. I told him, I said, hey, whatever's going on, man, it's got you looking that bad in the face. You gotta get it off your chest, man, before you hurt somebody, hurt yourself. And that's when he realized, yeah, I had the right idea. Turns out there's a girl in his mind driving him crazy, being inconsistent. Sometimes he wishy-washy. Sometimes she's into him. Sometimes she won't answer the phone 2-3 days. And then she's back all in his face. Can't keep him off of it. It's crazy. So I asked him, I said, tell me about this girl. She's a co-worker. Met at work and they started flirting a little bit and then they swapped numbers. And next thing you know, he's over there banging her out. And then some days he can't get on the phone. She just goes MIA for days at a time, especially during her off days when you think they would be able to get together afterwards. But nah, she's nowhere to be found. So my question was simple. I said, well, how long has this been going on? He said 2-3 months. I said, okay. So relatively recently. He said, yeah. I said, so let me ask you this. Have you and she ever put labels on what you guys got going on? I mean, are y'all friends with benefits? Y'all just, y'all just smashing? Or are you trying to make her your girl? Are you trying to claim this chick and make the whole world know about it? He said they never got that far. They never really had that conversation as far as in those exact words. Okay, fine. Well, the thing of it is, my guy, you got to understand, where there's no declaration, she's a free agent. I would never recommend you having an interaction like that with your coworker in the first place, because number one, it gets messy. If she come to work one day with a bug up her ass, if she goes to human resources, that's the end of your employment, my guy. That's your source of income gone. Now you got to rebuild, go out and find a new gig, because they're going to ask you why you leave your last job, and that's just, in this climate, that could be troublesome, bro. Well, I left my last job because I was messing with this girl and she went to human resources on me. Oh, man. Good luck finding somebody that's not a friend of the family but their own business to hire you with that shit on your resume, right? But also, when you are not around and she's off work, because she works part-time, days she's off, and you should be able to get up with her, she's nowhere to be seen, can't be reached by phone, by text, by nothing, Snapchat, nothing. She's just a black hole, just vanishing in thin air. Well, what do you think she's doing, bro? She's 22 years old. Show me a picture. She's attractive. She's hot. She's bad. You think she's around there, what, baking cookies? Knitting quilts? Doing needlepoint? Nah, bro. She's not feeding the homeless to the homeless shelter. She is outside getting her cheeks clapped. He didn't want to hear that. He did not want to hear that, because in his mind, she is just the best thing since sliced bread. But I said, well, let me ask you this, my guy. You ever met her friends off the clock? No. You ever met any of her family? No. So you come around when it's convenient for her. You DDO. You drop dick off. Shout out to MJ Get Right. You go over there, you do your thing, you take a shower, you leave. Meanwhile, you never met her roommate, never met her people. She talked to you at work, but as soon as somebody else come around, she go down another aisle of the store. My guy, please wake up and smell the coffee. What you ought to do, because what I think it is either one of three things. Either A, you decide, dude. B, she don't have no man as far as in the classical sense of that, but she's got a roster she's juggling. And she's trying to figure out where on that spot you rank. Because you might be better than the last 3 guys on the list, but you might not be better than that dude at the top of the list. Maybe he ain't acting right. So maybe she come to you and he don't get on the phone. Maybe, I don't know. Third possibility is she's just a wishy-washy, flaky type of female. And he said that she was Caucasian. So maybe her family would not approve. You can't discount that. Maybe she comes from a family where they would not be okay with her dating a guy your complexion. That's always a factor. Maybe she think you attractive. Maybe you do be hitting her off, banging her out real good. She like it, but she can never bring you home for Thanksgiving type of situation. Maybe that's what's going on. I don't know. But you need to investigate if you want this chick in your life. Me, I say cut bait, because there's too many games involved. There's too much jumping through hoops involved to be with this chick and spend time with her. So I would say look at her social media. Not just what kind of pictures she posts. That's important. For sure. Don't let that be something you overlook at all. But also, what is she liking on social media? Who does she subscribe to on YouTube if you can get her phone in your hand? and find that out. Who she follow on TikTok? Is she following, Shira7, Miss Sprinkle Sprinkle? Is she following that type of content? Very important for you to know if you want to chick in your life long term. You want to know where her head's at. Because where her head's at, her actions follow closely. Remember, when it comes to her nature, bro, she can always show you better than she can tell you. If she's inconsistent, flaky, sometimey, maybe you can get on the phone, maybe you can't. What is that going to look like when you need to rely on her for something important, bro? When have you ever been able to get up to her and get a hold of her when you really need to talk to her about something important? Could you even? Real questions. If you're going to invest yourself, your meat, your money, your energy, your attention, your time in a female, you need to know that she's bringing at least equal energy. I told him, I said, you got to learn to trust your intuition, man. Trust your gut. It's always trying to communicate with you. And it's always trying to save you from a situation that you might find yourself backed into a corner on. It doesn't want you there. It wants to give you a path to escape before you get in that situation. That's my advice to you guys listening today as well. As mentioned, when it comes to their behavior, these women can show you who they really are way better than they can tell you. Because a woman's mouth can say anything. Or in this case, it's her lack of communication, keeping you out of the loop on some very important details, some very important information you need to know before you proceed and take this to a whole nother level. Because if there is another man in the picture, boyfriend, fiance, God help us, a husband even, and she's got him providing lifestyle, providing, paying bills, or who knows what that situation is, but she got you on the side hitting her off, scratching that itch she can't quite reach. That's a messed up situation for you. You don't deserve that. Because the way I can tell, talking to this guy, he the kind of dude, he might be one of the relationship type dudes. That's the vibe I get. He don't strike me as the kind of guy that want to share. He wants to chick all to himself. And again, I've seen a picture of her. She bad. I can see why he would want to wife this girl up, but I don't think that's the best move for him. I don't think a woman who's this sneaky, who's this deceptive, who's this hard to reach, who decides when they're at work together and they're talking and somebody walks up, she decides to walk off like they don't even know each other. Look, I know what she knows. And that's pretty much everybody you run across has a high definition camera in their pocket. Maybe, just maybe, if she does have a main dude, and I think she does, if not a couple of them, these cats that they work with might know him, might be Facebook friends, might follow him on Instagram, and might send some pictures or a video to him and have him asking her a whole bunch of, in her opinion, uncomfortable questions she don't want to deal with. My guess is she wants to have her cake and eat it too. And that's where you come in, little homie. That's what I told him. And he didn't like me for that. He looked at me like I was all fucked up for saying it. I don't even know her like that. How can I be so sure? Okay, well, fair enough. I don't know her like that. Ain't never met her. I might never meet her. But I do understand female nature. And I understand that women want one thing. More. I mentioned before. She got a dude at the house. He paying all the bills. Buying her things. Taking her places. If she can somehow keep you in her back pocket for extra attention. Somebody to flirt with at work just to validate her. To prove she still got it. Because who knows. Maybe they're going through something right now. Maybe they're not. Maybe everything is fine. But she just can't help herself. No impulse control. That's where you come in. And if you can help it, you shouldn't. You should tell her, hey, we either in this or we're not. We either doing this or we ain't. But I ain't playing this. I call you. You get back to me 3-4 days later. Fuck all that. I'm not calling you on your days off and I can't reach you. That's not gonna fly. We're not doing that. You got a decision to make. And then see what she say. Or at the very least, watch what she does. Yeah, man. Bottom line I left him with was this, and I told him to think about it. Trusting the wrong person gets you killed. Loving the wrong woman gets you heartbroken. So hopefully he heard me. And there's a lesson here for you guys also. So if you got a friend of yours and he's dealing with a female and she's just as slippery as this one right here, he reach her when she get around to it, remind him that that's not his girl. That's just his turn. Let him know, hey man, it's better out here for you than that. But you might need to get your passport renewed to take full advantage of it. That's all I got for today, fellas. That's my time. Like the video, comment down below. Share this video with a friend and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Networkers, we working. Until next time.